Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon. How you guys doing? How you guys doing out there today? We got some good stuff to cover. Let me actually change my background. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Got some good news to cover today, guys. Some really cool stuff. We'll wait for some people to come into the stream. Jetpack, what's up, buddy? Happy Sunday, brother. We got our weekly close today, guys. I'm excited for that. I was gonna do some DCAing about an hour and a half ago, but I decided to wait. Until we get the weekly close this evening because I want to see which way the market goes. If we have a bit of a pullback to finish off our week, that's what I'm going to capitalize with some dry powder. So, D. Wellwood, what's up, man? End of the year, JASMY sale. Don't miss out, baby. Don't miss out. Sam, my bags are packed, but I think I can still squeeze a little more in them. Yep. Hey, man, that's how it's done. Guys, as always, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Costs you absolutely nothing. Bring some good karma into your life by doing something nice for someone else. Help the channel grow, and you lose nothing by doing it, right? So there you go. Dumb Money, what's up, buddy? Let's get them rocket engines fired up. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Very, very excited for the next. Not next week, guys. Like this, when I say next week, I mean like tomorrow, starting next week, right? But the week after that, so a week from tomorrow is where I think we're going to see things really start to heat back up. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm watching there. It's kind of what I'm looking for. So this week, guys, we will see green. Just not like parabolic green. And then I think, like I said, after that, the following week, a week from tomorrow, I think that's when we're really going to start to see kickoff, right? So there's something that a question that I got asked today that I'm just going to address because otherwise I'm going to forget to address it. So I'll just do it right now. Now, some people are asking me about the Tether USDT pairing with stuff like JASMY and other stuff. Guys, if you're in a leverage trade or something like that with a USDT JASMY pair, just get out of it if you're worried, right? If you're scared, your pairing's not going to go to zero. But if you are in an area where Tether's no longer going to be legal, you might get kicked out of your trade, right? So that could happen. But your money's not going to go to zero because Tether got removed from your area, right? So what I would recommend, if you're sitting there and you're worried about it, stop stressing yourself out about it. Just get out of the trade. Get into a USDC pairing with JASMY or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Remove the risk. Why sit there and risk it in the first place? Remove the risk. It's plain and simple, right? Mohammed, what's up, brother? Hope you and the fam are doing great. We're doing good, man. We're doing pretty good. Thank you so much. Blessings to you and your family, my friend. H. Barbarita in the house. JASMY's the goddess of cryptocurrency. Absolutely, man. Yes, she is. Gary, ready for JASMY to go parabolic. Let's go, man. Crypto Holmes, what's up, brother? What is going on, man? Blah, how you doing? Good to see you. Daza, yo, Rob, what's the crack? That's right. Hit me with that again. Rod, what's up, man? Happy Sunday, brother. Happy Sunday. Where do you think this pullback can go? I literally say it in every single JASMY video that I make. I don't know if you're not watching the videos or what, but if we're talking Bitcoin, we're on the JASMY chart right now, right? So here's the thing. Let's go over to Bitcoin. I'm going to show you what I think's happening. I show you guys this every day. I'm going to show it again, okay? So we could come right down here to 92K. That's where I think we're going to come. But I think we're going to see a bit of a fake out here, guys, right? I talked about this morning. I think we're going to see a bit of a fake out. We're going to come down to 92. We could fall below 92 and hit between 85 and 88 here, right in this little pocket, right? But what I think is going to happen is that this is what's going to happen. We're going to come down, but this is going to be a fake out. People are going to start shorting with confidence because they're going to think, traders are going to think that we're coming down to fill the CME gap here between 78 and 80K, right? So right inside here, people are going to start putting in 100x shorts and stuff like that, 100x leverage trades, 50x leverage trades, right? And then what's going to happen? Boom, they're going to get liquidated. We're going to shoot back up over 100,000, and we're going to start trading at over $100,000 again. That's what I see playing out here, guys. That's how I see this going. A fake out, and then to the upside, liquidate a bunch of shorts, and boom, there we go. That's what I think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm paying attention to for Bitcoin. So, yeah. Danny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Way the taco in the house. What's up, Rob? Which coins are you thinking DCing into this week? I mean, listen, normally I save that stuff for the Patreon members, but because you're always such a supporter of the channel, Way of the Taco, absolutely you are. I'll tell you because I love you, man. Honestly, right now my eye is on Miria, right? So that's where my eye is right now. Now, I've been looking at some other things, considering starting a new bag of something, but I haven't really landed on anything specific yet, right? So, but I am watching. If we go further, I may start a fresh bag of a new project I'm not holding, but I haven't decided what it will be as of yet, right? Oh, you're over on the Patreon. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You are. Just ask me over there then. Just ask me over there, man. I'll tell you. Paul, what's up, man? Hey, Rob. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Paul. Good to see you, brother. Another local. Last pre-rich Sunday of the year, baby. Bring on 2025. Let's go. Williams in the house. What's up, brother? Dumb Money. Rob, I like that forum idea and look forward to it. What forum idea are you talking about, Dumb Money? Crypto Trucker, my bags are packed and ready for the ride. Let's frickin' go. Yes, so I do have a couple of announcements for you guys, okay? I have a couple of announcements that I think you guys are going to love, especially those of you who are over on the Patreon, okay? So the Patreon announcement is, right now, we do a group video call. We do every evening, right? And we do it for 45 minutes or so every evening, right? But so what I've decided to do, since it's so wildly popular over there, and everyone loves it so much, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be opening up the video call throughout the day, multiple times a day for a couple of hours at a time. I might not always be in the chat. I might not always be there, but I'm going to leave the window open so everyone can hop on and off and chat and communicate. So I'm going to leave that window open for everybody for a few hours at a time throughout the day, multiple times a day. So that everyone can, it's more than just, it's better than just sitting in a chat room and typing, because you can actually hop into the video call with everybody else. There's hundreds of members over there. You guys can chat. I'll be there from time to time throughout the day. I'll hop out when I got things to take care of. But so yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be massive for the Patreon guys. I think you guys are going to love it. You guys can chat all you want. I'm going to leave it open forum. So very excited. I'm very excited about that because I think a lot of you guys are going to really love it. Dumb Money, I know you're going to love that, brother. I know you're going to love that, man. And then, so the other announcement, that's the Patreon announcement. The other announcement, guys, is Crypto Canvas, the guy that the guy that made the Onyx Coin XCN, that's making the Onyx Coin XCN content. His name is Crypto Canvas, right? That's his channel on YouTube. Give him a follow, by the way. Give him a sub. I've been talking with him, and he's going to be coming on the channel on Thursday, and we're going to do a live stream together here on the channel for Thursday. So he will be here as a guest. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I know a lot of you guys enjoy his videos covering XCN. So he's going to come on the channel, and we're going to chat. We're going to chat Onyx Coin. We're going to chat crypto, and I think it'll be a good time. He seems like a really solid dude. So definitely excited about that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that anyway. No, I meant the JASMY pullback. Oh, I don't know, Blair. I know that you're asking me because you want to. I know you're asking because you want to do leverage trading. I really, honestly, Blair, I'm telling you right now, leverage trading in a market that's being heavily manipulated is not a good idea, right? This market is being heavily manipulated right now. I would not recommend that you are doing leverage trading, especially with your limited experience, right? It's not a good idea. Dumb Money, what's up, man? 2 hour live. Oh, geez, yeah. Takes a lot out of you, man. Death Bank, what's up, buddy? Tony Two Toes in the house. Brett seems to be taking a bigger hit than the rest of the memes. Might be a good DCA opportunity, man. That'll be awesome. Absolutely. Dumb Money. I like Crypto Canvas content. Nice. Yeah, he seems like a good dude. I watched a few of his videos. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, collaborations with him. He seems like a good dude. I like the way he does his content. He reminds me a lot of Max. He's good at his research and stuff like that. So love the Zoom calls, Jetpack announcements. Super excited. Nice. I'm glad you guys are excited about that. Might take me a couple days to get it up and running, but keep an eye out for it. What's up, man? What's going on? Is this more quantum computing FUD? Is what more quantum computer? No. Are you talking about for Onyx Coin? I don't know what you're asking, Galaxy Shooter. Be a little bit more specific, and I can respond to that. So. Way of the Taco, appreciate the content and live streams, brother. Hey, thank you for always supporting me and always supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you 100%, man. 100% I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, it's always awesome when you guys support the channel like that, right? It means a lot. It helps the channel. It helps me have the time to continue to do more and more content for you guys, right? So, all right, what else do we have? Bitcoin dropping 93.7, yep. Maybe he meant internet computer. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on what you guys are talking about with that. $1 JASMY is close to becoming a reality. Yes, absolutely it is. Closer every day, baby. Closer every single day. Guys, make sure you're hitting a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, helps us grow. Doesn't cost you anything, right? So definitely do that. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's get into some of the news, shall we? Let's have a look at what's going on around the market. Actually, let's look at the bubbles first. Yeah, we're starting to see some red. I'm glad I waited to DCA. Like I said, I was going to do some DCAing this morning, but I decided to wait, and I'm glad I did. So we're starting to see a little bit of a deeper dip here. So hopefully, I'm hoping I'm 50-50 on it. If we dip on the weekly close, I'm going to DCA nice and juicy. If we pump, well, I'm fine with that too. I won't DCA, but I'll be satisfied with that. You got some good opportunities out there right now. GFL has taken a big hit this week, so I might be interested in that. Turbo's back below a penny, so that would be a good pickup. Swift is retraced since its big pump. Ondo's looking very juicy. AVAX, JASMY, some good DC opportunities out there right now, guys. So hopefully you guys are taking advantage of it. Hopefully. Dumb Money, JASMY, household name. Absolutely, man. People are saying that Google's new quantum computing breakthrough may have a chance of cracking Bitcoin. Yeah, we covered that about a week ago. And here's the thing with that. I actually watched some content, and I played some content on the live streams here that actually debunk that it actually can't. It wouldn't be that easy. And second of all, in the grand scheme of things, when you really zoom out, one of the last things that would be a priority to people using quantum computing is cracking Bitcoin's code. There's way bigger problems that represents. Nuclear codes, things like that, right? FBI databases. There's all kinds of more important things. When you zoom out and you look at things from that perspective, cracking Bitcoin's code is it's like a meme compared to everything else that technology is capable of, right? So it's very low on the list. And again, it's not as easy as they're making it sound. It wouldn't be as easy to crack Bitcoin as they're trying to make it sound, right? So yeah, it's a nothing burger to me. Pierre, what's up, man? Thanks, Rob. I went on an XCN binge your previous video. I'm now a holder. Nice. Congratulations on your bag, brother. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for you, man. Welcome to the XCN community, man. That's epic. That is epic. All right, what do we have here? We got some video content to go over. Actually, there's something that I wanted to make a priority. So just bear with me for a moment for you guys. I wanted to make sure I got to it. Here we go. So this is the Tether. This is to address the whole Tether leaving Euro kind of situation. Okay, so check this out.
We issue stablecoins. It's as simple as that. It should also not be more complicated. We issue stablecoins, and the good thing is we have our EMI licenses, MiCA compliant, so we offer compliant stablecoins in Europe. Why is that important? From the 30th of June, any stablecoin issued into the European market should be regulated. So we're one of the very few having that done, having reached that point. Our main advantage we have is that we had the ability to be licensed before as a virtual financial asset, which I would say is kind of a e-money institutional license light. And so, but we were having that opportunity. So we're also able to already build a year before the actual MiCA regulation started to build a whole backup network. So we have our own infrastructure for minting, redeeming, our portals, our APIs, but we're also connected to the right banks. And we're also connected to the right asset managers. That's important for two different reasons. First of all, you need to off-ramp your fiat to be able to issue stablecoins, because we start minting at the point we receive fiat, redemption the other way around. And so we need banking infrastructure with SWIFT, SEPA rails, and bank-owned payment rails to be better on the 24/7 minting process. And we need asset managers to hold our assets and to have that with the least concentration risks in the safest place with the lowest counterparty risk for our clients, because that's our backing and our product. So that's what we created ahead of MiCA, and now we're issuing stablecoins. First Euro, looking also at the European US dollar space, because also dollars issued in Europe need to be regulated by a European entity. So, and there are all kinds of limitations to the amount of dollars you can issue, the amount of volume, the amount of transaction. So actually there's also a very interesting opportunity. And Tether phasing out of the market, which the liquidity has to be replaced by others. That's our first really step into the market with crypto players. What makes a stablecoin stable? That should be, in our case, the fiat backing. And so we are not able to mint if there are no euros. If we don't receive euros, we cannot mint. And well, once a transaction is sent to our redemption wallet, we redeem for euros again. So we always have this one-on-one back. And that's the security we have. We are transparent about it. We show it. We have done all audits to get it done. And it's the safe backing and the transparency which should be there. You can also trust a bit now on the regulator that actually it's audited by third parties. It's reviewed by a regulator, so the safeguarding around the field backing is there.
That's how it needs to be, guys. Issuing stablecoins needs to be regulated and audited by regulators, right? Government regulators. So we can trust that these stablecoins are backed, right? Do you want to keep $1 million? Let's say you have $1 million, you're going to keep it in a stablecoin. You want to know for damn sure that stablecoin is backed 1-to-1, right? You want that assurity. So she says, Tether will enter the Euro stablecoin market through Stable Euro, a MiCA compliant stablecoin. So they're trying to find a back door into issuing stablecoins through a company that they purchased that already is MiCA compliant, right? We talked about this a couple of days ago over on the Patreon, and I don't like it personally. To me, this is more of a red flag to Tether, right? Because think about this for a second. So Tether is getting kicked out of Europe because they're not transparent, they're not audited, they refuse to get audited to prove that they're backed 1-to-1, right? So what they do, instead of going to get audited and prove that they're backed 1-to-1 so that they can stay in Europe, instead, what they do is they buy a company that can issue stablecoins that's already has the MiCA compliance, right? So then they can backdoor their way into issuing stablecoins in Europe. That to me is a red flag because they're going pretty far out of their way to avoid proving through an audit that they're compliant and that they're backed 1-to-1. Why would you do all this work? Have to go through the process of buying a company that already has has regulatory clarity, instead of just doing an audit and proving that you're stable, right, or that you're solvent, right? That's a red flag to me, man. That's a red flag to me personally when it comes to Tether, right? Tether hasn't minted anything in 2 weeks. Everything is saying that is yes. I covered that about 2 days ago. That no one's really talking about the fact that Tether hasn't minted any new coins, any new USDT in a couple of weeks now, right? From what I understand, Tether has to leave Canada at the end of the month as well, because I covered an article about 2 weeks ago that stated that Circle's USDC is actually the only legally regulated crypto in Canada, only one that has stablecoin, that has regulatory clarity in Canada, which tells me that Tether's going to have to leave Canada as well, right? Moonshot, buy to pump. Rodney, what happened to XCN? It's doing good now. It's all red. The whole market's correcting today, Rodney. The whole market, right? XCN is not a man on an island red by itself. Mr. Johnny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. John 3:16, red flag all the way, Rob. Blessings, love your wisdom. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you so much, John. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. So yeah, that's a red flag to me, guys, for Tether, right? So I personally will be using a lot more USDC than I will be using Tether moving forward. That's for sure. All right, what else do we got? Pantera Capital founder Dan Moorhead says the idea of a U.S. Bitcoin reserve is totally rational.
Could be a big year for both Bitcoin and stablecoins. He launched the first Bitcoin fund back in 2013. He's here on set with us. Pantera Capital founder and managing partner Dan Moorhead. Dan, great to see you again.
Great to see you.
So this is a great year for crypto. Next year is going to be even better.
Yeah.
And on what? Because a lot of this year feels like pull forward of the expectation that something will happen in the regulatory environment that will be very beneficial for Bitcoin and crypto in general, and we don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The uncertainty were holding investors back, and I think over 2025, you're going to get much more clear regulations, and that'll allow institutions to come into the space. And presently, most institutions really have almost zero exposure to blockchain. So once they start engaging in the space, it should do well.
So this fund that you run is an institutional fund, correct? Yeah. So what kind of conversations are you having now to segue into that time when institutions can actually allocate money?
Oh, it's really changed since the election. Last summer when the markets were very low and we had very little interest. And since the election, so many people are trying to figure out how to get exposure to the space.
When you hear a Microsoft, I think Michael Saylor just pitched the whole Bitcoin strategy of MicroStrategies to Microsoft. They passed. I think they might have passed in a prior lifetime, but they passed recently. Thoughts on that, he is obviously pushing that, but a lot of people are sort of backing away. I mean, is there another company that has to come in to sort of galvanize what Michael's done?
He's done a great job, raising awareness, but probably most big corporations are not going to have Bitcoin on their balance sheet, just like they don't have yen or bonds or, gold or whatever. But big institutions, insurance companies, pension plans, endowments, they're the ones that are going to come in and really push this market up.
So what's preventing them right now, those big institutions? I mean, for some of them, I think there seems to be nothing preventing them. But what are some of the regulations that would be lifted that would allow that to happen?
Well, it's been very unclear what is a security and what is not a security. The regulators in the U.S. are pursuing lawsuits against some of the bigger companies in this space. And so that gives institutions pause. If that gets cleared up, you could imagine institutions wanting to get access to a new asset class. This is very similar to commodities in the 80s or emerging markets in the 90s or mortgages in the 70s and 80s. It's just a new asset class. Most people don't have exposure to it yet.
Dan, people keep talking about regulation or more clarity and the like here. How much of this move do you think has to do with, and Trump had been saying this on the campaign trail, the idea of some sort of Bitcoin reserve for the country? And, is that a big part of this? Or obviously there's a lot of moving parts here. What are you most excited about? What could come out of this other than regulation?
I think that is actually a really important thing. When you're the reserve currency of the world, you don't have somebody else's currency to save in. So the United States doesn't have another currency. It stores $600 billion in gold, which is a staggering amount. It's equivalent to 11 million years of American worker wages. So that's kind of crazy. Go to digital gold, Bitcoin. It's much better. And so I do think it's totally rational. The U.S. already owns 1% of the world's Bitcoins. Keep that, increase that. So I do think it is actually a really good policy. There's a couple countries that already do own Bitcoin. It'd be great for the U.S. to get out in the lead.
How do you manage the portfolio in terms of, you have outsized positions now just because of the run. And so where are you trimming, or where have you trimmed, and what are some of the more undervalued cryptos out there? Yeah, so the fun bit about cryptos, we've been doing this for 11 years, and Bitcoin's almost gone a little bit more than doubled this year. And so everyone's talking about, isn't that wild, it doubled? On average, it's done that for 11 years in a row, right? So crypto going up double is not remarkable, actually. And so we're normally long because we think the markets are going to go up, another huge amount, like another order of magnitude possibly. So we're typically long. We're always just looking at which other tokens are interesting. We have a big position in TON, Telegram's token, Solana, Ondo. Those are some of ours.
Ondo, baby. Ondo. Absolutely. We are big on Ondo. All right. What else do we have? Michael Saylor, here we go. For the 8th week in a row, on a Sunday, Michael Saylor has posted the Bitcoin tracker for 8 weeks or for 7 weeks in a row now. Every time he posts this on a Sunday, on Monday, he purchases more Bitcoin. So we're about to see MicroStrategy make another large purchase of Bitcoin probably tomorrow. You watch. Michael, good evening, man. Sold all your farm and put it into Mora. I think it will be a better ROI. Now, let me ask you this, Michael. Were you in the green on your farm? First of all, would be my question. And secondly, I do like that move. I am very bullish on Mora because I am very bullish on Miria. And for those of you who don't know, Mora is a Web3 gaming play. It's an ERC20 token, but it is actually built on Miria's network. They're layer 2. So I'm very bullish on both of those projects. Absolutely, man. So I think that's a pretty decent move. Pretty decent move. All right. So update. U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs bought around 49,591 Bitcoin in December, while only 13,500 were minted. Do the math on that, guys. Right? Now, you get people out there that scoff when you talk about supply and demand and the supply crunch. This is happening consistently on a monthly basis, guys. 49,500 Bitcoin were purchased, taken off of the market in December. Only 13,500 were minted. You do the math on that. Pulse Playa just got in. Did I miss the news? Do I need to scroll back on this video? You always have to absorb every moment of everything I say, brother. Absolutely. Yes, you did miss a couple of big announcements, though, at the beginning of the stream. So, Michael, what's up, man? Yes, up 33% on what I paid. Nice. Then, Michael, you just made one hell of a fantastic swing trade, my friend. Absolutely fantastic. I dig it, brother. I dig it. Let me actually look at what Mora. I'm curious. I want to see what Mora's doing these days. How's Mora doing? I haven't looked at it in months. Oh, they changed their logo. Yeah, Mora's a good pickup, man. Wow. This is a gem we dropped on the member side probably about a year ago or so. Tokenomics are fantastic. Only a $2.2 million market cap. Yeah. All this project needs is a couple of centralized exchange listings, even smaller ones like LBank, Bitrue, Gate.io, KuCoin, and it's really going to start to gain some momentum. I dig it, man. I dig it. All right, what else do we have? Let's close that off. Let's get into this bad boy here. David Missouri's chief scientist of Stellar.org shares benefits of Web3 and voices his concerns about the level of low-quality assets.
Just the ease with which you can create new assets and kind of bootstrap new markets with these technologies is hugely important, because there are so many places in the world where basically, because you don't have an efficient market, people aren't getting fairly compensated for their goods or their labor, or they don't even do something because there's no way for them to get compensated. And if let's say you wanted to introduce some new future at CBOE or something to get traded, right? You're talking about years and a huge effort to do that, which now you can kind of bootstrap just in a matter of hours almost. And
Right.
so this opens a possibility that we can kind of bring market forces to bear in all these places where previously we had these huge inefficiencies. We've had a situation where blockchains were kind of overly regulated, or there was kind of regulation by enforcement, which created a lot of fear and made people kind of hesitant to integrate with these systems. I think we're probably going to err on the other side a little bit, in the sense that these technologies, just like any technology, right? You introduce email and it can be used for spam and for Nigerian prince alerts and scams and things like that. And so I do think right now, I'm concerned at just kind of the level of kind of low quality assets that are being issued, fart coin, whatever, and I worry this stuff is going to blow up, right? People are relying on the greater fool theory, and people are going to lose money on this stuff, and then it's going to create a backlash, right? And so I think right now it's super important, for those of us who are building useful systems to kind of at Stellar, for example, we're really concentrating on everyday financial transactions. That's why we have this partnership with MoneyGram to make it possible to get money in and out. That's why we're helping, for example, send aid to people in Ukraine, or not even us, UNHCR is just kind of unilaterally using our platform to do that. And so I think it's going to be important to for us to concentrate on the value that we provide and helping people differentiate the good stuff from what's essentially a scam, basically.
Right.
I agree with his concern, and I've often voiced my opinion that at some point, now listen, I'm not against meme coins. I mean, I buy the odd meme coin here and there, right? I think they're good for the space because they onboard new investors into crypto. But I do think at some point, as we get more regulatory clarity, you're going to start to see meme coins branch off into being probably their own, I don't want to say asset class, but for lack of a better word, it'll be separated from utility crypto, and it will be its own thing. I wouldn't be shocked to see meme coin exclusive exchanges start to pop up in the coming years and stuff like that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they do need to be separated from utility plays and stuff like that. And I understand why, creators of projects with utility and stuff like Stellar, for example, would express concern about, because there's too many rug pulls in meme coins, too many rugs and stuff, and it affects the entire crypto space. It puts a negative connotation on utility plays and stuff like that, right? So they don't get the credit they deserve based on their own fundamentals. So I could see a world where eventually you'll see baskets of ETFs on utility tokens and stuff like that, XRP, Solana, whatever, right? Avalanche. And then you'll see, because obviously that's going to be a degree of separation from meme coins, because meme coins obviously are never going to be approved to be an ETF, right? That's not a thing that'll ever happen. I know that some meme coin community, they talk about it like, oh, we're going to see a Dogecoin ETF. No, you're not. You're not going to see a meme coin ETF, right? There's nothing wrong with meme coins. I think they're very valuable, like I said, but there does need to be degrees of separation, because meme coins are fun and they're cool and all that stuff, but they're not utility stuff. So they need to be separated. And that's just my hot take, I suppose, right? Some people will dig it. Some people won't. Michael Van de Pop says, wouldn't be surprised with such a move on Bitcoin due to the FUD on Tether. So yeah, a little bit of a pullback here is what he's anticipating, around about 90K, followed by the move up, guys, to around 104. And if you were here for the beginning of the live stream, that's and over the last 2 or 3 days, I've been telling you guys this, that I think we're going to see a fake out. We're going to see a pullback here down to 92K, potentially down to 85 to 88K. And then we're going to see people put in shorts because they're going to think we're coming down here to the CME gap. So people are going to start putting in 100x leverage shorts, and then they're all going to get liquidated because we're going to run to the upside about a week from tomorrow. That's when I think it's going to start. And we're going to start seeing, us starting to close candles back up over $100,000 again. So I wouldn't recommend putting in any shorts, guys. I really wouldn't. I think that we're seeing a fake out. We'll see a little bit of downside around 92 to 90K. And then, even 85 to 88 possibly. But after that, guys, it's back up again, right? So be careful. Be careful out there, guys. What else do we have? Lark Davis, in crypto, the best investment you can make is in your own education. The more you know, the better equipped you are to navigate this dynamic market. Guys, crypto is difficult. It's hard, especially if you have no knowledge, no experience, and no training. That is why I tell you guys to get over to the Patreon, guys. Join the community. We have hundreds of people over there. Hundreds, right? Everyone from beginners to veterans. You can schedule one-on-one AMAs with me. You can join our group video calls that we do. And so much more, guys. You get educated in where we think the altcoin market is going, when we think altcoin season's coming, when we think the top of the market is. We compare the charts from 2017 and 2020 to 2024. We do all this stuff. We engage. We help you learn. So get over to the Patreon, guys. The link is down below in the description. What else do we have? More breaking news from Crypto Ash. A whale has purchased 2,700 Bitcoin worth $255 million on Binance. Whales are buying aggressively, and that's why I told you guys, it's not a coincidence. We're going to see a fake out, and we're going to start closing candles in about 8 days. We're going to start closing candles back above $100,000. Whales are buying right now, right? So definitely get into it. Ashley, how you doing? How are you doing. What else do we have? Oh, I thought this was funny. Warren Buffett said he could very easily end the United States deficit problem in 5 minutes. He said, all you got to do is pass a law that says anytime the deficit is more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are no longer eligible for re-election. Do you know how fast they would solve that problem if they could no longer be re-elected to Congress? Exactly. Pass a law that says that. They will fix this problem like that. If it costs them money, they'll fix it, right? I couldn't agree with that more. Could not agree with that more. Right. What else do we have? Check this out from Crypto Goes. If you're bearish on altcoins right now, he says you tripping. You're tripping. Right? Here's the total 2 guys and the total 3 have broken above resistance. We've closed above resistance. We've retested it on both the total 2 and the total 3, which is the altcoin market caps, right? So yeah, we're about to go nuclear on the altcoins, guys. And here's one more reason why that's going to happen. FTX has started repaying the $16 billion to creditors on January 3rd, 2025. They start paying back, guys, $16 billion is going back to retail investors who lost their money in FTX. And here's the part that's really bullish. It's not being issued in Solana or Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's being paid back in stablecoin, right? So there's no fear of people, getting it back in Bitcoin and then selling it and the Bitcoin crashing. It's all coming back to them in stablecoin, which means a large percentage of that $16 billion is going to start dumping back into crypto, right? Probably altcoins. So get ready for a massive injection of liquidity back into the market starting next month, January 3rd, which is this could be the catalyst that really kicks things off and starts things going really parabolic, right? This has the potential to do that for sure. What else do we have? Unusual whales. Check this out, guys. Hackers have stolen the social security numbers of every American from national public data, around 2.9 billion records, as per the LA Times. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Which project could solve this, could prevent this from happening? That's right. Data protection would fall under JASMY's jurisdiction. JASMY solves this problem. So there you go. There you go. We got another video here to get into before we wrap this up. Max Kaiser, with Bitcoin, you're guaranteed an increase in purchasing power over time, whereas fiat, like the US dollar, it's going down.
So now, back when Bitcoin was worth, a fraction of its current price, here on RT, in fact, I think one of the first to publicly endorse the cryptocurrency, you said it's going to break the $100,000 barrier. We did see that happen. So you are indeed the guru that I presented you as, though, of course, I have to say, financial disclaimer, these are not financial services, at least not professionally. Go out, do your research, speak to your own people. But the prices over the years have also dipped, and it's a bit of a roller coaster for people who are invested in Bitcoin. So just explain, why is it so volatile? And can anything be done, or do you expect it to stabilize in the coming term?
Right. Well, it's made a move from 30 cents a Bitcoin, where we first mentioned it on RT back in 2010. It's, as you point out, it's now over $100,000 per coin. So that's going to naturally be a volatile, bumpy ride from 30 cents to 100,000. Anyone who's held Bitcoin for at least 4 years hasn't lost a penny. So you have to have a outlook of at least 4 years to own your Bitcoin, and there you are mitigating the volatility risk. But with Bitcoin, you're guaranteed an increase in purchasing power over time, whereas with fiat money like the US dollar, for example, you're guaranteed a loss of purchasing power over time, because the supply of fiat money is increasing by 15% on average globally. And in the US, that's approximately the rate at which it's increasing. That means every single year your purchasing power decreases by 15%. With Bitcoin, because it's a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin, and that's never going to be any more Bitcoin, your purchasing power goes up relative to everything else that's being increased in supply, whether that's fiat money, even gold is increased in supply every single year, housing, obviously, fine art, et cetera. All other stores of value have a problem that as demand goes up, so does supply. Bitcoin is the only asset or commodity in the history of humanity that as demand goes up, supply stays fixed at 21 million. And therefore, the only thing in between that is price and price discovery. And that's what we're seeing right now. And the projection of a price of Bitcoin heading into the millions of dollars per Bitcoin is now accepted on Wall Street by the biggest players on Wall Street. Some of the biggest companies in America, like MicroStrategy, have a $13 million per coin Bitcoin projection in the next cycle. So the price is really almost, you could say, mathematically guaranteed to go higher because the value of fiat money is mathematically guaranteed to go to zero against Bitcoin.
So here's the thing, guys, is that every time we have a new administration that comes into office, one of the first things that they do is they print money every time, right? Go back and look every time. So Trump will start printing off money again. He'll start quantitative easing, and that's going to stimulate markets, right? Risk on stocks, the S&P 500, crypto, everything else, right? Biden did it. Trump did it his first term. He'll do it again this time. Again, one of the reasons they do that is to show strength in their, look what I did. Look how strong I made the economy in the first year, right? In the first 100 days or whatever the case might be, right? Combined with the fact that he's looking at removing capital gains tax from American crypto companies, right? That's a hell of a way for him to brag, so to speak, that look what I've done, right? So, and Max Kaiser is absolutely right. If you hold fiat for 10 years, you're guaranteed to depreciate in value. But if you hold Bitcoin, you're guaranteed to appreciate in value, right? My stepdad calls me and he asks me about Bitcoin, if he should buy it. And I talked to him before and I said, instead of DCA, I said, you put money into a pension fund, right? Every month. That's called dollar cost averaging, right? So instead of dollar cost averaging into a pension fund with fiat that drops in value in terms of your purchasing power every year, why would you not instead DCA into Bitcoin, which is guaranteed to continue to appreciate in value over time? You would be able to retire far sooner than investing in a pension fund with fiat, right? So that's how I view it, right? That's just common sense. So yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of that correction I told you guys was coming. So we'll see what happens on the weekly close tonight, guys. We will be here for it. But listen, guys, I'm very, very bullish. I'm very excited about being able to open up the video call window over on the Patreon for everyone for a few hours at a time every day. If you want to get over, guys, get over there, join the group video calls. You get to talk with me. You get to talk with everybody else in the community one-on-one. Instead of just typing in a keyboard, you get to actually join the verbal and visual conversation with these video calls, guys. It's going to be an open forum, so check it out, guys. I'm very, very excited about it. We do it already for 1 hour a day, and it's become so popular. Everyone loves it so much, and they want more of it, so I'm going to provide more of it. I think you guys who haven't experienced it are really going to find it brings a new element to your education in crypto. And also, it brings you closer as a community, being able to actually laugh with each other, learn from each other, talk to each other, right? And you also get to schedule one-on-one AMA coaching sessions with me personally, and you get so much more swing trade opportunities. We're operating nodes over there now. We're doing DeFi staking for passive income and so much more, guys. So check out the Patreon. The link is down below in the description. It's in the pinned comments. I will see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central for the live stream. And yeah, deuces.